Hey guys, here's a short track guide for the NASCAR Chevrolet Camaro Next Gen at the Worldwide Technology Raceway. So first of all, if we go into our garage, we're using the fixed setup and we're using a 1.83 steering pinion, so the next to highest option. We're using a 4 offset, but that's up to preference, and we're using a 56% brake bias. However, I did vary between 55 to 56. So anywhere around there I feel is comfortable, but I like the 1.83. I feel it's a good balance of reaction time and like twitchiness, as well as tire management. So first of all, I'm going to show you the onboard lap in full speed, and then I'm going to show you it in slow motion and analyze braking points and lines and all that. So without further ado, here's the onboard lap. And now I'll show that lap in slow motion and analyze a few parts about it. So as we're exiting off turn 4 here, at least if you're starting a qualifying run, try to start out pretty high up in turn 3 here, and then try to cut down pretty late here, that way you can get a nice run out. I tried to basically hold the inside line for this lap, so it didn't actually give me the best exit. But as we exit through the final corner here, shifting up to 5th before the finish line, there's 2 braking points that you can look for. If you look on the left-hand side, you'll see all these banners and then this white wall, and right as it ends, as it goes to this concrete area, you can start to brake as that kind of gets out of your sight. So that's one braking point, and another braking point is if you look over the fence here and you see the stands, you can see that there are like these little gray areas, kind of like where the stands start. And as we cross the finish line, there's like this first one right there, then there's a second and a third. I try to brake right between the third and the fourth one, like right in the middle there. So as you see those going by, you can kind of use those as a reference, almost like 100-meter boards or 200-meter boards. Anyways, going on the brakes, around 75% brake pressure, trailing off into the corner here, down to 25 or so, and I wouldn't want to get any lower than this first area, because if not, you're going to kind of slide up the track. So this helps you maintain some momentum. It's okay to slide up a bit here. You kind of want to diamond a bit here, coasting at apex, and then partial throttle through here. If you cut down too much, you're going to understeer on exit, and you're going to have to lift off a bit. So kind of staying above this like first seam throughout the rest of the corner is actually pretty good. That way you don't have to steer too much. You can kind of maintain that throttle pressure. And then late shift up to 4th here, right there, and then as you get down the straight, we'll continue to shift up to 5th. I think throughout the race, might just stay in 4th throughout there, that way you're not burning up the rears, staying in 3rd, but for qualifying, definitely 3rd is the best way to go through there. So as we're coming to this next braking point, really hard to judge for braking point through here, so it's more about feel or kind of listening to the engine tone, but you can kind of see, maybe if you're viewing the revs, kind of as we're getting rep 260 miles per hour, around 9,000 RPM, starting to get on the brakes again. Corner, you just don't really want to overshoot the line. It's more about the line than anything. Just hugging this line and then kind of going half a car length wide. If you hug it too much, you're kind of giving up too much time, and again, in just holding it, you're kind of going to understeer a bit early. So again, partial throttle throughout, as you can finally cut down, waiting for it to cut, and then you can see by getting on the throttle, got on a bit too soon and had to slide off a little bit from exit. But just the amount that I gained from kind of diamonding through 3 and 4 there, that made up for the loss in turn 4. So now I'll show that from a chase view. Diamonding up through 1 and 2, waiting to cut down, partial throttle on exit, smooth, waiting for it to straighten out the wheel, shifting up to 5th here, listening to the revs right as we get to the end, 50% brake, trailing off here, going a bit wide through 3, being able to cut down, waiting for the car to cut, unwinding the wheel, getting back to full power. And that's a lap around Gateway. So that was a 34.76. But I would say if you can kind of just hang around like the high 34s and try not to fall too far off during the long runs, I think that'll be helpful. So here are the track settings that were used: 121-degree track temp and 78 air temp. Anyways, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed.